Hi everyone, my name is Jireh, and I'm lovely to be with you today. And on this very, very special day, on this International Women's Day, I just want to talk a bit about like how can we actually uh, look at women in power and look at women in leadership role and what kind of value can we bring to the world? What is the importance of having an empowering woman? So like short introduction about myself, like I'm actually a multidisciplinary artist and art educator involved in interdisciplinary work and intercultural work. So like how is it relevant? Because like as part of my intercultural research in my art practice, I'm actually looking at like researching into archetypes and associations of femininity and also female sexuality in sacred traditions all over the world. Also like how cultural and historical context has shaped this conception, and also like vice versa, how does notions of gender and its metaphysical associations into ontological structures and theological doctrines in turn influence society, culture, and our attitudes and associations to gender. So this is like some kind of my research. So like this is women issues of female femininity and also like and women issues are very, very much my passion, and also like something that I'm also looking into. So like we have a lot of great progress since like since the time of when since olden days, and more women are coming to professions that are usually dominated by men. But there's still a lot of work to do, definitely, especially in like the developing countries and even in developed countries. Okay, but what we are seeing is a trend that women are actually empowered to be able to do what men usually are doing, like taking up leadership roles, things like that. But I don't think this is the end, you know. I don't think that this is something that we or we have achieved and we just stop there. We cannot stop here because now that we are moving closer and closer into equality in opportunity, we cannot just stop at women doing things that men do in the same way that men do. Okay, with more women in position of leadership, how can we bring styles of leadership that is unique to the experience of womanhood? You know, what kind of values, unique values that women can bring into the world and impact the community in positive ways? Okay, so like I can't say that I'm speaking on behalf of women because I neither qualified nor I have the lived experience because like I'm a man. Okay, but I only can speak from my own experience. So like I am who I am today because of great women I have met in my life. Okay, teachers, friends, even lovers, right? Being in the art and also in the education field, I had the honor to work with many passionate women who have inspired me. Okay, I have learned so much from them. And of course, the most important woman to me and the one I learned the most from is my mother. Right? The mother is the first teacher for most people in the world, right? It's our first group, our first person that we learn things from, right? And my mother, as well as many other women in my life, have taught me how to be curious, you know, learn things, keep learning, you know, how to be patient, how to have discipline in my work, how to have empathy, how to connect with others, care for others, be confident, but then most of all, how to love and also how to be compassionate. So like I've always been speaking about this, that we don't need more leaders in the world, but we need more compassionate leaders in the world. We need leaders that are empathetic. We need leaders that are compassionate, nurturing, and sensitive. Right? So this word sensitive, right? There is also some kind of negative connotation to it sometimes. That, oh, is sensitive a bad thing? Especially this word when attached to women in the workplace or women in a leadership role, right? They also, oh, this person is too sensitive, this lady is too sensitive. You know, like it has some kind of negative connotation. But actually, this sensitivity is so powerful, right? With the world and the issues getting more and more complex, and more intertwined, and more nuanced, we need to learn sensitivity. When people are all from different fields, different countries coming to work together now, like even on the Zoom, I'm talking to all of you from another place of the world. And like I'm meeting people with so many different cultures, sensitivity to others and their cultures, sensitivity for the needs of your people under your care, your teammates, and even students, all is so important, right? We always hear in coaching and leadership that a leader seeks not to demonstrate his value, but seeks to bring people up, right? We hear this a lot, right? The organization is not as strong as its leader, but as strong as the entire team. So how can we bring more of this nurturing style of leadership, right? We can learn from the women in our lives, right? And such organizational structures can be less hierarchical, can be more flat, and even more rhizomatic, right? Where people collaborate with each other and people understand each other. We can depart from leadership being a display of power, a display of strength, but a leadership that emphasizes relationships and collaboration. Right? So these are qualities that we desperately need in the world today, in our homes, in our professional life, and even global politics. Right? So these qualities are not exclusively owned by women, but men can also learn to work in these ways too. Right? So let us learn from each other and treasure the gifts that we all bring to the table. So together we can all build a more inclusive, compassionate, and peaceful world. Thank you.